Welcome to the live session, guys. Hope that you had an enjoyable weekend and starting another trading week, expecting huge volatility as this is the end of the month, and we can see that the market is pretty predictable, pretty tame, and we will be looking to find some great trade. Last week we had an incredible week, like as usual. We always every week now getting consistently being profitable as a trader, all the community. So let's keep up that result this week also. Starting of the week, very important Monday, and I'm sure that every one of you are ready for another rocking trading week. If you are ready, make sure that you sit tight. Just before I begin, make sure you smash the like button and also hit that subscribe button. And also before I begin, make sure that you join the free Telegram channel. You can find link in the description area. Now, starting with, first of all, I was looking at gold, and then we'll be looking at other instrument as well. Now, if we look at gold here, on what we see that in that area, gold, quite a few weeks we have seen significant opportunity in the market. And if you look at the weekly time frame on gold, this is a strongly bull market. Now, in that bullish market, gold had huge movement in the couple of weeks. As you can see, starting from here, it's a big bullish move. Now, with that bullish move, what we have seen that gold ultimately has moved to a level where we expected, creating series of higher high and higher low. Now, if we look at the daily time frame on gold, now this is the daily price action, which is absolutely a bullish market structure. Now, in that bull market, from all time frame, we can see that gold maintaining that movement in the market. Now, where can we find opportunity? As you know that we trade based on mostly liquidity and based on the strategy. I will be waiting for gold to break down and then looking to buy. Now, this is an established uptrend at the moment on gold, so therefore we will be looking to buy. Now, if I look at the support level here on gold, this is the today's daily open and close, so which is a significant level, and also daily low. So this is where we can look for potential entry if the price drop. You see, this is the daily candle so far has made a very aggressive move with the market open, and I want to see that it has come down for a deeper pullback, though it is in a pullback at the moment. And once we see further pullback, we can look for that entry opportunity. Now, this is where you can see this is the intraday 4-hour time frame on gold, and in that time frame this is the impulse on gold, and with this impulse the price has made so far this move, followed by we see that the price has come down for a deeper pullback. And with that deeper pullback, what I think that this is the 4-hour candle closing as a doji, we can expect a bounce. But before that bounce, let's see, we will be waiting for deeper pullback, and then we can look for going long on gold. Now, looking at the 1-hour chart to see, you can see that with the market open with a very aggressive bullish momentum, which is a sign of this week also gold to remain bullish. And if you look at the monthly, the price already has been able to create a new higher high on the monthly, breaking the previous monthly high. So any drop will give us that potential entry on gold. Now, dropping down to very lower time frame from 15 minutes, you can see that this is the 15 minutes impulse on gold, which is significant move. And with that 15 minutes impulse, gold has dropped, consolidated. And what I can expect here, we can draw a couple of levels, that important level on gold, and this is the support level that we have seen that on gold. And with that support level, this is where I will be waiting for gold to drop below this level and then to give us potential entry opportunity. The best place will be in that support level. If it drops back to that zone, there is a fair value gap. As you can see, there is an imbalance here, and that imbalance we can use for potential entry as soon as you will see that gold has been able to drop below that level. And this is what today's zone that we can look for gold to drop. And once we find that entry, we will be looking for potential entry opportunity on gold. And guys, let me know how was your weekend and what's your plan on gold as well. What do you think, which way gold is likely to be heading? You can see in this local time frame, the market is basically consolidating and creating series of higher low, which is potentially a bullish market structure. So gold for me is bullish. And also I want to know your opinion on that. And guys, make sure that you like the stream and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. So let me see what you guys are up to. Thank you for joining the live session. Morning GBP USD, I absolutely will be looking at that. Morning coach, hope you are good. I am good, thank you. Tony, welcome Tony. Chidittu, coach, please can you look at GBP JPY and USD CAD is grab liquidity on 1 hour? Yeah, we'll be looking at that. Good morning. Good morning. Already 100 pips on gold, very good. Well done, well done. So looking at now, you can see that gold is maintaining a bullish market structure, and I will be looking for gold to break that low, and then we can look for again entry, which is the market structure is bullish, so we'll keep that up for this potential movement on this one. So in addition to that, I see that JPY pairs currently in a very good position, and this is the 4 hour which we saw another rejection from the support level. JPY, I will be looking for going long. I was looking at a couple of pairs such as CHF-JPY, which is closing with a long wick doji. AUD-JPY also getting a very strong rejection. So in all of them on the JPY pairs, so if you look at, there is a big rejection here. I was waiting for another pullback or another drop, and let's quickly look at all of them. First of all, looking at GBP JPY. Now I will be again doing a multi-time frame analysis to see where I'm expecting GJ to be heading. So starting with monthly on GJ, this is the monthly price action on GBP JPY. So in this monthly price action, we can see that GBP JPY is a long-term bullish market. If you look at this monthly market structure, why am I looking monthly? Because monthly is higher time frame, will give you clear direction, removing all the noise from the lower time frame, which is in a strongly bullish market. Now if you look at the historical perspective on GJ, there is a huge bullish impulse followed by this correction consolidation, and we have seen another impulse, liquidity grab, and another impulse. The price is creating series of higher high and higher low on GJ, which is a long-term bullish market. Now previous months we have seen a pin bar. Now this pin bar on GBP JPY is quite significant, as you can see, which is a bullish pin bar. Now in that bullish pin bar, the price, you can see this is the support level on this one, and with that support on GJ, the price we have seen initially tested and has got bounce off this level. Now at this point, what we can expect on GBP JPY for the price to drop further and then to go back up again to create a new higher high. Now if we look at the weekly time frame on GJ, we can see that from the weekly perspective, there is a, you can see there is a huge liquidity gap here on GJ, and with that liquidity gap the price has broken back to back two weekly low, which is significantly bullish price action, a very strong bullish engulfer. Now with that bullish engulfer, what we saw that so far today, once the market opened, initial drop. Now in this kind of bullish market, any drop can give us potential again for entry on GJ. Now looking at daily, now this is the daily price action where we saw that the price has broken that support level, and with that break of this support, after gathering this liquidity, GJ had a significant bounce. Now this is the daily price action. Because it made a big move, as you have seen past week, our trade on GJ was a massive one, and we want to move in that way, we want to trade that way, finding a very high probability trade. Now this is the daily time frame. From that daily price action, we can expect for GJ to drop further for deeper liquidity gap and then to bounce off that level. So looking at 4 hour, we can see that GJ has formed this is an impulse. So this trend on this lower time frame is quite identical. You can see with this liquidity gap, this is where we have opened that buy trade that has given 265 pip. Probably you guys have seen that trade, 4.5% we have closed. And now what we can expect GJ to give another entry to us. Now here you can see the market is maintaining this bullish market structure. So when a market trend, okay, always the first thing that we need to look at is to trade with the trend, guys. This is the, I think that this is a kind of a struggle for some time in the beginning for the traders to trade with the trend. Now if you are also struggling, let me know trading with the trend, because once you know how to trade with the trend with a zone where you can look for entry, it becomes much easier for you to pick the best trade possible in the market. Now if you look at this market, what you see that this is trending, okay, and with that trend, what we can expect, a break of structure. This is what I'm waiting on GJ, for a break of structure. This is smart money trading way. Now you might say, okay, how do I know that it works? Keep in mind, guys, that firstly you need to understand that nothing is confirmed or guaranteed in trading. Trading is all about probability. Combining a sound trading psychology with a strategy, when you have an edge which is a very powerful, then you can easily take bigger trade. Now let's quickly also look at, now what I was saying here is what this trade is, okay. If you have looked at that trade, just bringing up so that you guys know exactly where do I look at when I open trade, and quite a few trades that you guys have seen that, because this is where you will be learning and growing as a trader. If you really passionate about trading, that I would recommend you to just pay attention to this couple of trades. So first of all, look at this one here on GJ. This is the trade that past week we gained 4.5% on this single trade. Our TP target what is 187.99. We have closed around 187.8 or 85, which in fact has passed that zone, even has crossed further. So yeah, this is where understanding a strategy will give you kind of freedom to trade the market once you have developed a very strong trading psychology. Also we'll be discussing on that, because this is a big part of trading, also developing trading psychology, so that you know exactly what to look for when you are trading and how to manage or process your emotion in trading, which is super important. Now first of all, let's look at the technical aspect of, and then we'll be looking at also the trading psychology part, how you can accomplish this kind of trade. So first of all, looking at the technical aspect of this trading, what you see here that we discussed here, if you look at the daily on GJ, you can see that this is a clearly defined uptrending market structure. Okay, now in that uptrending market structure, we saw a local breakdown. Now you might say, what kind of local breakdown I should be looking at? What should I see in those breakdown? This is also I have clarified in our yesterday's weekend Zoom class. Every Sunday we do have VIP live Zoom class where also I have explained this trade. If you haven't been able to attend that Zoom class, also the recorded session posted on the VIP group, you can also access that. So in that move, what we saw, the price has broken that significant level of liquidity zone, and in that liquidity zone we saw that bounce happen. And if you look at the intraday, where we saw the price action confirmation, now the price action confirmation also a very important level, a very important confirmation, because let's say you know that the market might be bouncing off, but you need also the price action confirmation, because without price action confirmation it might be difficult for you to know that okay, there is a trade here, this is the time to enter. Because there are two most important questions a trader must answer when he is trading: when and where, which way. So when is will be answered from the price action confirmation. Okay, this is the price action confirmation, now let's enter. And if you look at that zone where the price has given that price action confirmation on the higher time frame, that means that 4 hours is a very good time frame, and from that zone we saw that the market had made this massive move to the upside. That has given that, you know, this is the trade also sent out to the VIP group and has given us this huge profit on that trade. Now at this point you might say, okay, this trade gone, we have taken profit or we haven't taken. What is the next zone that we can look at for a fresh entry? Because it's the starting of the week. Are you guys ready for another fresh entry? Let me know. So if that's the case, let me bringing up that the levels that I will be looking at. First of all, a break of local structure here. Okay, so in the similar way, I want to see that GJ has given us that entry. Now if you look at this, what I think that it might it may move up to create a new higher high. You see this is a forming a pin bar in 5 minutes, gonna form a doji or pin bar here. So if JPY is bouncing off that level, I will not be buying that pin bar at the moment because I want to see further deepen. So once we see 187.10, if it bounce drop that level, then we will wait for price action confirmation. In case if it is not getting rejected from this level, then we might even see this level. But let's see how the market is reacting, and based on that we will be looking for entry on GJ. But this level is super important. It might not come that down. What I think that if JPY drop to this level, especially below this impulse lag, will be after price action confirmation another big trade for us to look at. So we'll keep eye along the progression of the session along with other JPY pairs, along with gold on the lower time frame as well. So guys, let me know which one you are at, and then we can look for potential entry together. Okay guys, so in the meantime I see 103 view, 31 likes. So let me disappear for 2 seconds so that you guys have time to smash the like button and also hit that subscribe button, guys. Done. Awesome. Thank you for your support to the channel. Yesterday also I have posted quite a few content. Every weekend I'm posting very important valuable content that will change your trading completely. If you go to the channel, YouTube channel, you will find unique content that will help you to grow as a trader. So to access all of them, make sure you are not missing out to subscribe to the channel. All right, cool, thank you. And let me see, guys, where you are. I was thinking that it will be going down after the bearish. Which one you mean? Which one you thought that will be going down? At the moment on gold, yeah, we are waiting to take a buy. I have drawn the levels to see how the price is reacting, and then we'll be, if there is any entry, definitely we'll be looking at that. You can see this is the 15 minutes price action, and once we will find that, definitely we'll be looking to enter. Good morning, sir. I'm bigger. Very good. You're late today, that's fine. We late, that's okay, don't stress. Dollar yen is short on 149. It's good to short. So you want to short dollar yen? I know that it's a bull market, but you are shorting dollar yen. Always trading with the trend. It might come down for another pullback, but long-term market on dollar yen is bullish. So we see there is a doji is being formed. That doji might the price might drop again, but any drop here will give us even potential bullish. Can we morning coach, he looks morning. Oh, moin. Yeah, coach dollar CAD, look at them as well. Okay, good morning. Dollar yen, yep, dollar yen. So I see quite a few requests on dollar yen. Let me see that dollar yen. Now dollar yen, if we look at the daily, okay, so for me, what I think that dollar yen might be a little bit in a sideway or in a bounce. So you see there is a daily doji here. Okay, so this is a significant level of support on dollar yen. Now with that support, what we saw, the dollar yen currently having a bounce of that level. Okay, so this is a support here and the price is bouncing off that level. And for me, if we look at the monthly, you can see that this is a monthly price action almost at the end of the month, and the price has formed a red candle on the monthly, which is 3 days remaining. But what do we see that if you look at weekly, you will see the market has formed a doji here. Okay, now this is what I was talking about, that multi-time frame, because dollar yen is a long-term bullish market, but from the weekly we could see a bit more downside. So there is probability from higher time frame dollar yen to be downside. This is what I was talking about, that because if you look at one time frame, you might not be able to see the clear picture. Now if you look at the daily, here what I think that dollar yen, as it has a bounce from this level, it might gather liquidity from the top, and then we could see the dollar yen dropping down. Now after looking at the multi-time frame and the lower time frame, for me the wave prediction on dollar yen could be something like that. Okay, it might drop further or consolidate in that area. I think dollar yen might be this week doing something like that. Okay, so there could be um, a retest, because there is already a bullish momentum here. And if you look at the weekly price action on dollar yen, there is a doji. So highly likely the dollar yen, if it wants to drop further, very chance that dollar yen will break this 149.99 level to the upside. Okay, so and then we could see the dollar yen coming down, so which is very highly likely to happen on dollar yen. If you look at, let me bring that here. So dollar yen, if you look at in that area, so this is a resistance level here on 149.98, and with that resistance I will be waiting for dollar yen to break that resistance, gather the liquidity, and then to bounce, and then to reject from that level on dollar yen. So chances that we could see downside bigger picture, because after this doji the price may not be able to break high like that. Instead, any break of 149.98 level, that can give dollar yen to take a short trade for us. So that could basically will bring that will break this resistance on the daily, and also retesting this daily 20 EMA, and from that level we will be looking for selling opportunity on dollar yen. So looking at the lower time frame, here is doji, and I think that dollar yen might be at the in that zone, might be moving in a sideway. After that sideway, we could see the price has broken that resistance, gathering that liquidity, and then dropping down this level. So for me to take a trade on dollar yen, especially for sell trade, I want to see that it has been able to broken the weekly high, which is super important, and from this zone we might see potential upside on dollar yen, because as there is already a long wick candle, the price on a support level. Okay, so with that support level, we could see that dollar yen is bouncing up, breaking that high, and then coming down for this potential drop. So yeah, this is what my position here on dollar yen. If you look at, if you're trading on the very lower time frame, it might a bit more in a consolidation, but as you can see, it has broken that liquidity zone. So lower time frame could be biased to the upside to break this high. Okay, so this is the stand on dollar yen, but at the moment there isn't much very better entry, so we'll look for price action confirmation if we go long. But at the moment I will be waiting on dollar yen for a bit more better entry. As we see the weakness on JPY, we could see that I could find other JPY pairs better than dollar yen, especially GJ, CHF-JPY, and GBP-JPY. Jimmy, hello sir. I agreed gold coming down in short term, coach. AUD USD, is that possible short entry? Good morning, coach. I have also photography. Yeah, dollar CAD. Yeah, we'll be looking at that dollar CAD. Okay, so we see that basically dollar getting some kind of strength. And if you look at also, we are on a trade on USD CNHS. Also, this one is also after this past week's GJ. Many of you already on the trade. We also open USD CNHS. So if you look at, also we'll be looking at that here on USD CNHS. Let me look at that trade. So let me bring that up. Now if you look at past week, we have opened another trade on USD on USD CNHs. Now let me bring that up, guys. I know that many of you may be trading USD CNHs, but many of you don't. But the same lesson, same understanding, same strategy. Now if we look at on USD CNHs, now if you look at this trade, probably you have seen my past week's analysis on USD CNHs. Buy market 7.1437, stop loss at 7.09705, TP 7.34579. so this is what the trade that we have opened. Also 4-to-1 reward to risk. Now USD CNHs, if you look at this market, what you see that in that zone on there is a long week candle. Now why did I open buy on USD CNHs? Let me bring that up, and also then you know that exactly what did I looked at. Now USD CNHs, if you look at this market, it is a long-term bullish market. I'm sure that guys you are focused, so it is very important that you always look at, first of all, the major direction of the trend. Trend is your friend, okay, which is very important. Now USD CNHs, if you look at this market, it is without any doubt a long-term uptrending market structure. Okay, so you can see a big impulse correction, so the price was creating series of higher high and higher low. Now in that long-term uptrend, we have seen that back-to-back 2 weeks USD CNHs had a huge drop to this support level. Now why, I had past week also I got some question, question from all of you guys. Some of you said that, okay, why am I trading USD CNHs? Why am I buying against the trend? Now to respond to that question, this is what I try to clarify. And I know that it's confusing in the beginning, because sometimes you see the trend is down. Is it an uptrend or downtrend? For example, on USD CNHs, if you look at the 4-hour, this is a downtrend, right? This is a downtrend here, creating series of lower high and lower low, which is a downtrend, right? Now in that downtrend, okay, what we see that price was creating series of lower high and lower low. So then why did I bought? Now as I mentioned, it could continue to drop, it can continue to drop, nothing is guaranteed, but why did I bought? Because considering the global trend. Now what is a global trend? Global trend is the bigger picture. See, looking at bigger picture is crucial in trading. That will help you also to develop a very strong trading psychology as well, because in the beginning, many of you probably know that when I begin my trading journey, I had one night I had almost 100k loss in one night in just on trading gold. Now why this? I analyzed that because it was a big emotional trigger, and I analyzed that event over and over and over again. And what I found that actually the main reason this happened is because I didn't look at the bigger picture. I just wanted to win the next trade and then the next trade. I just wanted to cover the previous trade loss and chasing that loss. I didn't think long term. But when that happens, I realizes that, okay, when I came out from that and looked at the whole picture. Then I came back again trading, right? Didn't quit forever. So this is where looking at bigger picture is very important, especially when you are trading. And in any, I think that in every aspect in our life, it is important to look at bigger picture. That helps us to navigate through many challenges coming along the way. So what we see here on USD CNH, that global trend, the bigger picture is to the upside. Okay, now when the market has come here, now there are two probability in this market according to our liquidity trading strategy. Either the market could reverse from here and then to give us that 4% in this single trade. This is how I trade. Bigger profit target, smaller risk with proper risk management. Another probability could happen is that the price might go up and then could come back to drop for bigger drop. In that case, the price even might come back to this level here, to this baseline. So now the probability in this trade is almost 50-50. See, this is what lacking also in many traders trading plan, understanding the probability. So if you have taken a trade with 50-50 probability with proper risk management and have a 5-1 or 4-1 reward to risk, do you imagine how much will be your return from long-term trading? And this is what yesterday we had a meeting in our VIP group. Many of you probably watching this live session, you have seen that our live PNL in my live trading account, we have gained around 16.1%, could be 1% this and that because of the fraction, but we have gained last month so far in 25 days because of this higher risk to reward ratio with a big edge in the market. And I believe that you guys, everyone can do that, and this is what I try to maintain. And for those who are in this live session, I'm sure that I'm getting very good feedback, improving day by day, which is very good. And also in addition to that, if you also want to scale up your learning and growing, also you can find link below this video in the description where you can join us, where you can see all the trade that I'm sending it to the VIP group with entry, stop loss and take profit target. And also you can learn the strategy that I'm trading. Being part of the trading community also will help you to grow as a trader. So as you know, the past week there was a Black Friday sale which has ended, but I have quite a few traders message me today. So let me see. Yeah, so I saw that Michael, Leonardo, so quite a few traders early today posted me that you want that Black Friday sale coupon which has been ended. But as I have got quite a few requests, I have created still a couple of positions for the last moment, though the sale is end. But let me share with you in the last moment, just for less than 5 to 6 entry possible, not more than that, so that you guys can join us with the same discount as the Black Friday. So let me bring that up. I think the coupon is ended. Okay, so here basically the coupon place is gone, guys. There's no place, sorry to say that. So let me create. Okay, so I have created a couple of sports in the last moment, as I have got quite a few requests on that. So let me forward it to you guys. So in the last moment, you can use that coupon before it is ending. So I have given on the live chat. This is the last moment. After that, this coupon will be deleted. So if you are still not joined in the last moment, you can take that chance. So yeah, this is the end of the sale, and I saw that many of you already joined. I'm sure that you will be really enjoying. So let's look at the USD CNHS again here. Now what I'm expecting in this instrument for the price to, even if it drops for another liquidity grab here, okay, so we will be waiting for another move on this. So as soon as the price managed to break that high, you see there is a narrow green candle in that area, which is basically a very strong liquidity zone. And in that liquidity zone, I'm expecting, first of all, USD CNHS managed to break that liquidity zone. Now before breaking that, we could see a deeper liquidity gap here, and then we can expect for the price to move up. And if it managed to break the high, managed to create a structure and breakout, we can move the stop loss at entry. At the moment, we will keep that trade running, open trade with running profit in it. So let's keep up, and let me know if you also running that same trade. Okay, so let me see on I'll just quickly look at now in just around a minute of time to see all the pairs, to see now Aussie yen. Also you can see there was a sharp rejection here. This instrument might drop another way, so another drop might happen, but there is a very sharp rejection from this level. I will be waiting for Aussie yen to come down here to retest this level, and then to go give us potential bullish trading opportunity. So CHF-JPY also has formed a doji here in that area. Now CHF-JPY as well, I will be waiting for another drop, especially below this 168.71 is a very important level on CHF-JPY. We'll look for going long as soon as we will find that. Let me look at quickly all of them. So Euro looks very stronger here. Euro JPY, I want to see another drop like all the JPY pairs, then we can look for that entry. So looking at euro dollar, we saw that there was a gap opening, and this is a bull market on euro dollar. Okay, so what I will be waiting on euro dollar, there is a weekly middleman on euro dollar. If you look at the monthly as well, which is potentially a bullish market, but you know what, I think that euro dollar, if you look at the weekly as well and daily, there is a gap opening. I think euro dollar as the monthly close is coming, it might close as a bullish candle, and I was expecting on euro dollar for a deeper pullback, and once we see that deeper pullback we can look for that entry opportunity on euro dollar. So looking at, you see there is a doji here as well with a huge liquidity grab. Euro dollar, I will be waiting for a deeper pullback with this back-to-back two dojis here. Euro dollar managed to break to the upside. I will be waiting for a deeper pullback, and then we can look for that entry opportunity on euro dollar. So looking at, yeah, so we'll be waiting for entry on euro dollar. I'll be looking at other pairs also. In the meantime, I'll just take a 30 seconds break just for 30 seconds and then coming back to you. Let me know in the meantime which one you are looking at. So okay guys, so here what we see in that zone on euro dollar, we'll be waiting for the price to gather liquidity from here and then to bounce off this level on euro dollar. I will be waiting for a deeper pullback here on euro dollar. So looking at majority of the pairs, we see that they are potentially especially the JPY pairs. Also you can see GJ, I will be waiting for another drop here, and then we can look for potential entry on GBP JPY. So let me quickly go through all of them to see. Okay, so dollar yen, we see that here in that area the price after this doji, it might drop further, and it might even range in that zone. So this is a very crucial point on dollar yen. If you look at the daily, the price on the support level here on dollar yen, and breaking of this low could give even upside bias on dollar yen, and I don't think that dollar yen will be able to drop a lot in that direction, instead breaking that high before dropping further. So because it's a long-term bullish market, I will look for dollar yen to break the low and then to go back up again to the upside. Okay. Which I missed the Black Friday sale. Do you have the coupon still available? So you missed the Black Friday sale. Okay, so there is a coupon given at the top. This is the last, and that's the end. So if you use that, you can use it. That's end, and yep. What is your DXY chart prediction? So we'll be looking at that. Dollar CAD coach, has it grabbed liquidity to bounce up? Okay, we'll be looking at that. Dollar CAD, how to understand support level. Okay, so good morning coach. Thank you very much for kindness to important to your knowledge with an intention to help others. Yeah, Patrick, absolutely. AUD USD, it is short entry. I don't trade against the trend. I think AUD USD in a bull market, but we'll be looking at that. How do we support? Okay, check gold, it's on entry. Thank you very much, coach. Please can you tell me how to understand how to set support level in the market? Okay, so it's very simple to set a support in the market, but the most important part here is to understand when the market is gathering liquidity. Guys, this is a very important point that we will be looking at about understanding the liquidity. Now before I progress, can you smash the like button and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet? That's awesome. So looking at now on again going back to gold, we see that there is a significant pullback on gold, and then we'll jump on to the topic on how to draw and set support level. So if you look at gold here, what we see in that area, gold today so far from the daily, there is a big bullish move so far, and any kind of drop on the daily time frame will give us that entry opportunity on gold. Now looking at monthly, first of all, there is a monthly bullish engulfer here, followed by another monthly candle which is also significantly bullish on gold. Now if you look at this monthly bullish engulfer followed by another monthly bullish candle, we could see that gold has formed an inverted head and shoulder, and with that inverted head and shoulder formation, we could see that gold is bouncing off that level. Now as the price long term bullish, we could see that gold is remaining to the upside. Now looking at the weekly perspective on gold, we can see that from the weekly, this is also potentially bull market. There is a big bullish engulfer followed by a bullish candle, followed by this week so far we have seen initial bounce. That is a sign of further upside on gold. Now sign is very important. How do I look at the sign, guys? The market will always show you some sign. Okay, now if you look at that sign, is that long wick at the top. Now what is that long wick represents? Two questions. Either this long wick represents a drop, that means that a rejection, or a pullback. Now this is a very important topic also. Previously I have also elaborated that topic in the past on YouTube channel. Let me give you a bit more clear understanding, because this is where also a point of confusion that I would say. Now if you look at gold, in that you see this is a movement on gold, and with that move there is a long wick at the top. So that long wick, what does that represent? It's a rejection. That means that it's a reversal or it's a pullback. This is a very important question, isn't it? Because sometimes you see that liquidity grab also happen in the same way of forming a long wick candle. So I have a question here for all of you guys, that let me know, do you think that this gold move, this long wick from this weekly, or if we look at the daily, is a liquidity grab or it's a pullback? What's your take on? And let us know in the live chat. I want to see that, guys, how you are analyzing the market. Then I'll tell you my opinion on that. It is a pullback. Okay, so MP live. Okay, so you said that it's a pullback. Now can you tell me why you think that it's a pullback? Now the reason is very important, guys, because you see that when you are trading, reason is super important. When it goes to the trading psychology, reason is a big part of the game of trading. You know why? Because without reason something happen in autopilot. So how does the autopilot happen? If you do something without reason, that's probably you are doing an autopilot. Now autopilot is sometimes a very popular word, because when you know how to trade, when you know how to apply a strategy, a trader makes money in autopilot. Okay, so which is a super word we want to make in autopilot, because in fact it is. So if you know how to do the risk management, if you know how to apply the strategy, you make money in autopilot. And once when one know how to make in autopilot, that means that you basically gain freedom. You don't have to do anything. But at the same time, this autopilot might be the other way around, because it's a pattern that repeats over and over again. So looking at that reason, you know why? Because trading is clouded by emotion. That is what we're discussing, that about the trading psychology. I've got quite a few past week also a question. You see that GJ trade that we have closed recently, that trade, it is a big long holding trade. And you know what it takes to hold a trade for long term? When a trader can hold a trade for long term, when a trader loses, then they can take a trade for long term. So that means that when a trader loses, he or she can hold a trade for long term. How does it work? See, when a trader loses and then he gains, he or she overcomes the fear. The reason that holding a trade is so hard is because of the fear. Okay, fear in trading, fear and greed, the two most intense emotion that governs our trading decisions. Because every trader, I would believe that every trader who became a consistently profitable must have lost some money at some point. either small or big. And that is where it comes down to holding a trade for bigger profit. You see that, let me tell you, when I had a different, segment in my trading career. So for example, there was some segment where I was break even. Okay, I was not making money, not losing, not making money, trading up and down, giving back to market, getting profit, giving back to market, getting profit, giving. See where you are. In the beginning stage was losing and losing and losing, and then becomes a break even, and then it becomes a zone where I became profitable. And after I became profitable again, I became a losing trader. See, this is how the trading pattern works. So look, first was losing, and then became break even, and then became profitable, and then became, instead of break even, I come back here again. Okay, and then it picks up. It picks up, that never stops. And that's what happened. That the reason is a trader can hold a trade for bigger profit who has lost money in trading. And the reason is, when a trader loses and he is able to pick up from that level, his brain understand that he can do it or she can do it. And that is where that figure, that moving around 1%, 2% going up and down, it doesn't affect the emotion anymore, and the trader becomes very, very disciplined and understand that actually no matter what, he or she can do it. And that's where the key points of holding a bigger trade is: first thing, you need to create a belief that you can do it. Secondly, you need to have back-tested strategy. I know that sometimes it is hard at the time. Everyone doesn't want to do a back test. That is why also, I show the real trade where it's kind of back test. The trade that you see, that GJ trade that we have open, is what you have seen, and then you start to believe it, that okay, I've seen that it's possible, so let's hold it. So it's a compounding effect to your mind to hold a trade for bigger profit targets. So let's keep that up. That you can see the GJ now dropping down, and I want to see that the market has dropped to that level, and then where we can expect for the price to bounce off that level. GJ, highly likely we could see that drop to this level, and then if it drops below that level, we can look for that entry opportunity. Let me see that gold. Not yet. I'm waiting. We are already running USD CNHS trade, and I'm waiting for another entry. As soon as we will find that, no, we haven't opened yet. It's just the starting of the day, so definitely we'll be looking to open. With the market opening, we'll look for some entry. Especially I see that JPY and JPY pairs looking very good at the moment, including the gold, so we'll be looking at opening them. Okay, thank you. So looking at, you can see here we saw that breakdown on gold below this support level. So that breakdown below this support basically has given gold potential for further liquidity grab. So as progressing of the day, let me delete that again, going back to the daily level, and this market already has made a move. We look for that pullback, and with that pullback we will be looking for potential entry opportunity on gold. Okay, we'll look for potential entry. So here is the big impulse, followed by here is a consolidation pattern, and with that consolidation we can look for a local breakdown, and that local breakdown is where we can look for entry opportunity. Okay, so if you look at this 20 EMA, this is where there is a liquidity. For me, very good place for gold after this break to this level, especially below this level. We'll look for that entry opportunity on gold. So there is a, let's see, there is a potential for so the price action is still bullish, but as you can see, the market has made on the 4-hour, there is a doji here, so it might not be able to break the high at the moment without gathering further liquidity. This is still showing potentially bullish price action, and I think that it might drop a bit more downside before breaking towards the upside. There is a 5 minutes bullish candle here from this bull flag on the 5 minutes, which potentially supposed to break to the upside. But you can see this is the level that 4-hour, there is a resistance here, so we might see that gold you can see this is the level. We could see if the price break to the upside from this level, it might not make further, it may reject from that level. So for me, for the best place for gold today is to break any of these support level, because this is the 5 minute chart. You can see there is a big move here and consolidation, price again trying to break the low. So this swing low is super important, and from that swing low for the price to drop, get the liquidity, and then we'll look for that potential bullish trading opportunity on gold. Okay, so on JPY pairs, I saw that CHF JPY also has come to a very significant level. Now CHF JPY and GBP JPY and AUD JPY, this level is super important. if we see that the market has managed to break that low, got rejected, I will be looking for going long in those pairs. So CHF-JPY, also the AUD-JPY, will look for that potential break of the support level. Already the price has broken that level, has got rejected. So also the CHF-JPY, Euro-JPY. So JPY pairs showing potentially bullish price action. We'll wait for the price to break that low and then to give us that entry. Which is the trading? We have made 265 pip on GBP JPY trade. Coach, what do you think about trend line strategy? Gold bearish to 1996. Should I buy gold or sell? That's an irrelevant question. Should I buy or sell gold? I would say it's an irrelevant question, because trading is not buying or selling, it's trading. Okay, it's a very different. We'll discuss that. First of all, let me see, what do you think about trend line strategy? Trend line strategy, look, I think about trend line strategy is a very good strategy. Every strategy is a good strategy, but you need to know how to implement the strategy. First of all, guys, keep in mind that in trading, you will not find any strategies like 1 + 1 = 2, right? Strategy, you need to combine. Strategy means, okay, so how can we let's bring a synonym of the strategy, then it will be much easier for you to understand. So first of all, let me ask you a question, guys. What is a strategy? All right, so and then we'll be moving from that point. Can anyone answer this question? What is a strategy? I'm waiting for that answer. Let me see. In the meantime, we see some kind of downside on Aussie yen, especially CHF-JPY. CHF is inherently a very stronger currency, and we saw that it is in a bullish trend, morning even. So okay, so after this doji, the price again coming down below that level. Okay, so an advanced plan, okay, still on yes, it's still on USD CNHS, which is running. Analysis plus patience equal to strategy. Okay, so quite a few stick plan, trade management, strategy. Okay, go to trading plan, system bails on rules and condition. Okay, technique. Quite a few good question has come out, good answer. Okay, so what else now? Okay, so let's go to that point of strategy. Now the synonym of a strategy, for me, look, there is no right or wrong answer. It's not the textbook that I'm saying, but it's the way I explain. You guys also what I explained is everyone's So there is no exact right and wrong answer for that, but what you said is also going into that point. But for me, a strategy, the synonym, okay, of a strategy is an edge. So for example, if you trade without a strategy, you can trade. To learn trading for a trader only need 5 minutes. If you can bring a complete beginner who never ever have traded the market in his or her own life, you can teach him or her in 5 minutes to trade. Just press the button, buy or sell, tell him how to calculate the lot size, or even without calculating the lot size, give him a fixed lot and then press the button. It takes less than a minute to teach someone how to trade. So that is trading, right? Which is basically without strategy, which is gambling, kind of gambling, right? Now, what makes gambling from trading the difference is a strategy, which is the edge. So what is the edge in gambling? Is 50-50 with 1-to-1 risk reward, right? 50-50 with 1-to-1 risk reward. That means that either there's a 50, if you flip a coin, then there's a 50% chance of win, coming up as a head and tail, so which is an edge, which is 50%, right? Because there's no edge in it. Once you add an edge, that things become a strategy. So for me, in one word, the synonym of strategy is an edge. All right. So when you have an edge, your probability become more than 50%, either in terms of risk to reward or add more confluences to it. So if you look at from that perspective, then it becomes much easier for you to apply a strategy. Now, if you tell that what do you think about that trend line strategy, then the answer will be yes, it is a strategy, but you need to know how to implement the strategy. What is that like? So if I rephrase your sentence, what do you think about the trend line edge? So a trend line edge, that means that you will be buying or selling from the trend line. So then you need to add confluences to it to make it a set of rules when you should be buying or selling in terms of trend line or trend line breakout. So this is how you can formulate or add more confluence to a strategy based on three most important factors that I use in my trading, that I say the secret of the market is market structure, liquidity, and price action. And this is what every day in, day out that I am trading in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. You guys also know that enjoying that that is strategy that we are learning and growing, and let's keep learning that way. And adding more confluences is very important when you are opening a trade based on a strategy. And at the same time, too many confluences could cause also contradict. Okay, so make sure that you stay in the middle ground. Set it as okay. Sure, I can enter USD CNHS trade now. Now USD CNHS already has moved in the direction that we have opened. This is the trade that we are running on USD CNHS in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Past week we have opened that trade. So at the moment it's almost up quite a few pips. So I wouldn't recommend to enter at the moment, but along the way, if it managed to break to the upside and then on the pullback, maybe we can look for further entry or just let it run. Okay, so this is an edge in this trade on USD CNHS. You can see that which is an edge in the market. All right, so let's look at now on gold again. Okay, so here we see some kind of downside on gold. Okay, so here we see gold slowly trying to break, which is needed for us to see that gold has been able to break the low and then to give us that entry. So if I delete that, in that area what we see, the market is in a very slow range here. If you look at the daily price action here on gold, this is the daily support level, and in that daily support, okay, we'll be looking for potential okay, so we'll be looking for potential breakdown, which is possible to happen as there is a gap here. There's an imbalance in that zone. Okay guys, so let me see what happened with GJ as well as JPY. Okay, so on GJ, this is a bullish rejection from this level, which is a sign of some buyers coming in the market. But I want to see that it has been able to break that low. Price has come back well below this level, and then we can look for potential entry on JPY. And guys, in the meantime, make sure that you like the stream and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press that bell notification so that you are not missing out any of the content that we are releasing every single day. So I see that likes is not still 100. Let's make it to 100. And also probably you are following for ages but forgot to subscribe. Make sure that you press that bell button so that you are not missing out anything that we are posting every single day. Awesome. So let's look at now on gold, which is dropping, GJ, which is also coming down for a deeper pullback. Let me see the dollar yen. So I'll keep a bit more special eye on yen pairs. Okay, so we'll go long quickly on dollar yen. Okay, so this will be a very quick trade on dollar yen. We'll be targeting here around 2 to 1 in this trade on dollar yen, and this is there will be around only few pips stop loss in that area. So we will be stop loss will be at 148.88, which is will be around 10 pips stop loss with 20 pip or more than 20 pip profit target. So with 10 pip, around 10 pip stop loss, around 13 depending on your entry, around 25 pip stop loss on dollar yen. This is a quick trade for all of you guys to start the day. It might be, make sure that you are not risking big, because it might still could drop down further. So Usdjpy will be opening buy, stop loss at switches for me around 3 to 1. Okay, so have opened the entry for me. Exact entry on dollar yen is at so I'm running a little profit on that. So dollar yen, my entry at 149.48.96. Stop loss at, so Usdjpy stop around 48.88 to, and TP target at 149.268. Okay, all right, so this is almost also a bigger profit target. So I'm almost nearly going to 1% because it's a quick trade, just to gain a couple of pips. So once I find the trade has given us enough profit, we will be closing that. But first of all, let me see here. There is a liquidity gap which is didn't like, but let's see what it is doing. We can expect a bounce up that level. Okay, so if you look at the 15 minutes, if it drops and take us out of the trade, then that's fine. It's a very quick trade. So it has come down for a bit more deeper pullback. So the price, you can see here, again it has nearly gone to the entry. What I want to see that the market has been able to bounce off this level as the price gathering liquidity here. So any bounce will be appreciated, isn't it? So on dollar yen we are on the nearest level here is 148.888. So my stop loss I will move at 148.88 just to make it, just to remove that 02, just to make it a little bit different. So will be 148.00, which is not a big difference, but if you have a higher spread, that will help you any kind of stop loss hunting. Alright guys, so let's try to celebrate with the trade starting of the week. So be still on the trade. Let's come down for deeper liquidity grab. Now last moment, so let's keep it up. Okay, so it might not work out this time. So we are out of the trade. Dollar yen didn't work out, no problem. We'll be looking to enter again once we find that. So we see the dollar yen has been able to break to the downside. Let's see what gold is doing here. So gold might be bouncing off that level. Let me see, 4 hour. Not that much, very aggressive. CHF-JPY, there is a bounce off on CHF-JPY. Looking at Aussie yen, also there is a bounce. only GBP JPY, we see there is some kind of downside on it. I think anytime we'll see also bounce from GJ. So in that area, what we can expect in this so you see that support break on Usdjpy from 15 minutes did not manage to break to the upside, so you could see further downside. USDC and HS also we might see some short-term downside, but gold we see that the other way around. But for me, it is still not a very strong bullish price action on gold. So you want to see that it gathers enough liquidity before moving to the upside on gold. Okay guys, so hope that you are enjoying this live session. What I see that in this market, potentially the price is showing, especially the USD pairs, showing bullish, and in that situation we will keep watching the price action, especially the JPY pairs. What I see that the market is significantly bullish, including the CHF JPY. I will be looking for an entry as soon as I will find that position. Another one, just starting with the day of the week with potential entry. As soon as we will find that, we will be looking to enter. Again, I will keep trading in the upcoming sessions. So I hope that guys you enjoyed this live session. I will come on live again in another session. There I will see you guys trading again live in the market. So with that said, thank you for joining here. I'll see you in the next live. Until then, stay well, stay happy. Thank you.